Hi, I can't believe I'm still doing this because I was thinking, oh, I'm never gonna get monetized on YouTube. You have to do something really special, but I'm like, whatever. I'm disabled. Like, literally, this is my attempt to not have to work on a disability for the rest of my life or be actually on disability. Be careful with your fingers. If one of your fingers stops working, it's not very good. Anyway, today I'm eating a ceviche bowl from Pollo Tropical. Drinking green tea from the can. Shout out to Candace. I have a ceviche bowl from Pollo Tropical. I'm skeptical because, I always get their chicken. I've never gotten a shrimp dish, but I love ceviche, so it has extra sweet potato, shrimp, avocado, corn, Peruvian corn, I don't really know how to say choclo in English, and some avocado cilantro sauce, which you say this is your favorite, Candace, so cheers to I forget your exact name. Cheers to down home eating with Candace. Cheers. So my rant that I want to do today is about teaching kids to read or how to help your children read or keep at their reading level. I've been an online teacher for 9 years, and I've just learned a lot and seen a lot and want to talk about this particular issue. It's a big problem that affects a lot of kids, a lot of families, and there's a lot of reasons behind it. So let's dig in. I don't like that the shrimp are so small, but you know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. Well, tastes like Peruvian ceviche, kind of basic one, but I can already tell. I would have preferred the what I usually get: quarter chicken, rice and beans. Probably would get chicken soup as well. I miss their chicken sandwiches. Oops, I wish I would have done Mukbang when I was in Broward. Shout out to Shea Snacks. Because you should have seen their chicken sandwiches back in the day. They were big and they were beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about reading. Number one, let's just get into the main reason why I see children failing at reading or not being up to the level that they're supposed to be, which is that for most children, due to the school system forcing them to retake grades if they do not read at a certain level, it's something that is always introduced to them as a reward and punishment type thing, and I think reading should not be like this. But there's no way around it because in school that's how it's going to be. But that's why I think as parents need to be proactive with the reading. It's good, but not hitting like the chicken. Anyway, also, yes, that's my sugar glider. I have a ton of little short videos I need to upload, but One day. Okay, so a lot of children, especially boys, they have a defiant attitude, or, they don't like authority. They don't like people to be telling them, do this, do that. So I think a big issue is that the children have their introduction to reading is I feel like the avocado is just not so good quality, whatever. Um, so, because a lot of times kids are introduced to reading in schools, and the schools immediately set it up as a punishment and reward thing. You read well, you are rewarded. You do not read well, you are punished. And a lot of times this makes a child say, I don't want to do it. If it is something that is going to be a reward and punishment type thing, no, I don't want to do it. Leave me alone. I don't want to hear about it. Don't talk to me about it. So that's why I think, number one, the most important thing about... See, how do I keep talking while I'm eating this? Oh, I guess I have to use my left hand. Oh, and now you can see my broken finger. Whatever. I think that it is very, very important for the parent to introduce the children to reading, and maybe not even say the word reading. Like, for example, boys love comic books, they love Marvel, they love DC, they love Transformers, Roblox, Minecraft, I'm sure. Well, actually, I don't know what ages those are for, but, you can find comic books. I think comic books are perfect for boys. Imagine if you just put a bunch of comic books in the boys' room. Don't say a word about it. Don't say you have to read it. You don't have to read it. Just let them do it on their own time. I think that's very important, that they have that they have a self-paced reading growth or development that no one imposed on them. Because the second an adult imposes it on them, now you're going to have a resistance. For a girl, I don't like the corn. I'm sorry, Pollo Tropical. I'm probably not getting this again. I'm probably going to stick with the chicken. It was worth it for once, though. Oh, wait. This is blocking. Ugh, but then you see my broken finger. For a girl, Barbies. I love Barbies. Like, I hate to be so stereotypical, but, there are books that you could put in your children's rooms that they would potentially pick up and read by themselves and not be forced to. And I don't think you should be even rewarding them for it either. I think they need to have their own self-directed reading growth that is separate from the one that is happening in the school. Because this way, by the time that they even get introduced to reading and get introduced to you must read this word by the end of the year, you're retaking the 3rd grade, they'll already have their own self-paced reading. They'll already say, oh, I read my Batman comic yesterday. I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube that people like clean or messy mukbangers. I guess I'm kind of messy. Oh well. Sorry, not sorry. So there's so Logitech. Why are you doing this to me? There's so much I can say about this, but I want to get into another thing. Arizona green tea will always and forever be the best beverage. Something else I want to talk about is when a child starts showing resistance to reading, there are a lot of negative attitudes on the part of adults, I feel. I wish you guys could see this better. Like, I don't even know how to... Maybe I should just hold it up. There's a lot of negative attitudes on the part of adults that can negatively influence the children. So one that I see is the adults think that the child is pretending not to read. He said this word yesterday, and today he's pretending not to read it, right? Or forcing the words on them. Like, okay, you want the child to read the word potato, and the child's going, and you go, potato, it's potato, you know this, I heard you say it yesterday. No. No, I feel like that is bad. Not good. Oh, wait. Not good, bad, do not approve, do not approve. So the reason is... Okay, I got a good bite there, all right. The reason is that children, they are not capable of paying attention on the level that adults are. So even though yesterday maybe they were reading perfectly, today they're thinking about Minecraft, and that's okay. They're a child. And they need to have some type of reading going on that is not punishment or reward based. Maybe I spoke too soon, because when I got deeper, the sauce that they put the ceviche in, I'm tasting it, and now it tastes way better. Yeah. Okay. A big reason why I think you should not force feed your child the words. So the reason why I think that you should not force feed them the words, basically, is because they need to create their own ways of seeing the words, connecting the written words to the spoken words. They need to find their own way of doing that. And if you're force feeding it to them, they're never going to do that. And like, the traditional method of teaching reading relates to showing them words with different combinations of letters. Aloud, proud, ground. They all have OU and they all go out. However, Even this can seem a little forceful to the kids. That's why, a lot of times, for example, I'm trying to teach kids how to read, and they see the word ground, for example, and they'll go, go, like they just can't get to the R. You just wait there and see how they go. Something I think is important too is like voicing along with them. Like you can go like, because a lot of times they're going to look to the adult as the authority figure on what word is this. You know the word, they don't. So they're going to be looking to you, but you don't just say ground, but you could go like go. They're stuck on the R. You could go, try to show them the R. Or you could say, but just don't say ground. Or you can try, saying something like, what sound does R make? What sound does OU make? What sound does in make? What sound, and they'll go g, ow, duh. But did I run out of shrimp already? Yeah, I'm sorry, Pollo Tropical. I'm sticking with your chicken. But, they need to create their own ways of reading, in their mind. They're looking at the letters. They're eventually going to say the word. They need their own way of doing this. And that all goes into the concept of if you have them introduced to reading before they go to school and get forced to read, they already have started doing that on their own without being forced and told and ridiculed. Oh, your friend reads better than you. Why can't you read like him? Or who knows, all the things that the adults say. Another thing that I would like to talk about, which probably won't be popular opinion, and I feel that this is mostly relevant to boys due to the fact that the way boys behave is not seen very well in schools. It works great in the professional environment, but in the academic environment, not so much. Something else that I think is important, especially if you have a defiant child, which often reading problems and defiance are one and the same. Is that you let them say crazy stuff. Like, I don't know how else to say this other than you let them say crazy stuff. I cannot believe that there's no more shrimp. Pollo Tropical, I am sorry. I am sticking with your chicken. I got excited when I saw ceviche. I love ceviche, but it's whatever for me. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. For any of my Floridians, if you like Pollo Tropical, I give it a 6 out of 10. Their ceviche. Should have known better, but hey, you never know. Maybe a fast food place does good ceviche. So What do I even mean by this? I'll try to give an example. You are trying to get Timmy to read, I Like Cats. Okay. So, Timmy, what does this say? Now, Timmy will say, yesterday I played Minecraft and it was so fun. Oh my gosh, cuss word. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the park. Something horrible they heard on TikTok or whatever it is the kids are doing now. I like cats. Great, Timmy. I like cats. It's like you need to ignore all the other stuff that they say. Now, I know that in a school you can't do this because you have supervisors watching you and you cannot let the children cuss or say bad things in the class. But as a parent, or if you're just a private tutor, I know I'm a nice teacher and a relaxed one, but I think this is important because if you have a defiant child that's not wanting to read, they are going, if they say all that crazy stuff that they love to say, and you have a huge reaction about it, oh my gosh, I am calling your parents, and or if you are the parent, oh, go in your room and don't come out till tomorrow, whatever, they are going to laugh or think that's funny. You are promoting that behavior because they're defiant. They're doing it in order to upset you. I'm sorry, it's a no for me. Of course, I'm gonna eat it. I paid for it, but so, I think this is a huge mistake. Or like even teachers, obviously you can't let them say curse words in class, but like if you say, hey, what does this say? And they say, I like cats. And you say, oh, that was terrible. Go to timeout. They're going to laugh, think that's funny, and that's what they're going to do from now on. But if you just hear the word, oh, I like cats, now they're going to continue. So I think like a lot of times adults try to impose their adult behaviors on the children. Like, I can sit here and pay attention. You should too, but they're a little kid. How you can't just force a little kid to act like an adult. But a lot of people want to do that, I'm not saying either that if you do all this stuff I'm saying your kid's going to read perfectly. There are always kids who are going to struggle. And I think it's unfortunate that they make children retake grades due to this. But, I really think if you have a boy and you have some comic books in the room before they ever step foot in a classroom, a girl, you have some Barbie books in the room before she ever steps foot in the classroom, they're going to be doing a lot better. And something else I think is important is to not only teach them to read, but you want to get them interested in reading. Like, let's say for the case of a boy and he has all these comic books that you bought him. You have to have an active interest in his reading too. Why is he going to be so interested if you, the parent, aren't, you know? You should be asking, what did you learn in this comic book? What did you like about this comic book? Did you like this one or this one more? Why did you like this one more than this one? You know, and a boy's going to love to talk about Superman, Batman, whatever. Girl's going to talk about Barbie, Polly Pocket. I don't know what the kids, you know, read nowadays. But, it's certainly something important. And when you're reading along with them, don't force feed them answers. Like if it's something mega important, okay, yeah, you sound out with them. I like cats. But if it's something that's not important, they're just reading and they don't necessarily have to learn this word right now, I say let them sit there. Even if they take 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like I've had times where I'll ask a child, what does this word say? And I think that they're not even listening to me. And then like 10 or 15 minutes, no, I wouldn't say that much, but let's say 5 minutes later, I like cats, that's what it is, you know. They have to figure out their own way of looking at the words and saying them. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I need to tell you before I stop. Well, I guess not. Maybe I'll talk about him a little bit. So, I'm kind of frustrated with my sugar glider because he isn't bonding fast. My females took less than a week. He's coming up on 2 months that I've had him, and he's still scared and crabbing. Like, he clings to me now. He jumps onto me, you know, which are very good signs. He's bonded to some degree, but he's still scared. But I think that's an important message to get out because you can't give up on them even if it takes half a year. I gotta stick. See, I get good bites and bad bites. You have to stick with it because if not, you're gonna have a wild glider that's never tamed. And that's when people say, oh, I don't like them. Oh, they're terrible pets, blah, blah, blah. Because people give up on them. So, and it makes me nervous too because I had a female who was mean. Well, he's not mean, but I had a female who was antisocial or something, let's say, and it kind of worries me like, I don't want another antisocial sugar glider. But that's the danger of getting them is you never know how they're going to turn out. Even me saying this right now, he could turn out to be the world's biggest cuddler in a few weeks once he truly bonds, you know? So, It's just something that you have to stick with. You see all that dressing and stuff in there? But something else about reading that I want to say before I go is that I think it's a big mistake on a lot of adults' parts when they are trying to get the kids to read, is that it's only ever introduced in an academic setting. You know, like you could do little practice every day with your kids. You drive past a McDonald's billboard. What does that say? Maybe this is even how you could introduce a reward. Oh, I'll buy you that McDonald's meal if you can read every word on it. Tell me every single word on that McDonald's meal. 2 cheeseburgers for $2.99, tax included, or whatever. Okay, here's your meal. You know, I definitely think that's the biggest thing, that they have to have some kind of non-academic reading going on, but then also they have to figure it out for themselves. They have to create those connections themselves and not have that be force-fed to them by adults. And I think adults often are well-intentioned. They want their child to pass their test, so they force-feed them the answers. But then they don't really learn. But then they have no way of improving if they're only doing academic reading. And they did not have an introduction to it before it was a reward and punishment thing. So these are just some ideas I have after my experience trying to teach kids to read. I have a lot to say, especially about children who grow up in bilingual households. They have a lot more difficulties. Maybe that will be another video. But hope you enjoyed. Hope your children are reading well out there. If not, oh, maybe that's what I can start selling. I was thinking about selling this stuff. There's a ton of stuff I could sell. Reading classes for your kids. I guess we will see what happens, but to whoever is watching, done. To whoever's watching, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed my mukbang. And I hope that your kids are up to their reading level. If not, consider listening to whatever I said previously. Okay, bye-bye.